guys, welcome to my channel Vinyl Beauty, or welcome back. I'm Debbie if you don't know me. So in today's video I'm super excited, finally going to be trying the Pastel Dreams from Give Me Glow. I have wanted this palette since it came out 2 years ago. I'm not the biggest pastel lover, but I just love Give Me Glow's formula, and the layout of this one is just so beautiful as well. And yes, I finally picked it up. I think I've talked about this in previous videos so many times that I've been trying to resist it. You know, I was on a low buy last year, so that's why I didn't get it then. But finally, it is mine, and we're going to play with it today. And yeah, it's just such a beautiful palette. I'm going to scooch you in closer and show you it in more detail, but it is just stunning. And their formula is my absolute favourite, so I'm so excited to get this on my eyes today. Pastels though are not my favourites really. I like a deep dark kind of look more so than I like pastels. But I'm going to zing things up and make things a bit more neon with some water activated liners and make it a bit more Debbie. So if that all sounds good to you, then let's dive straight into the video. Okay guys, I've brought you in closer. Let's have a close look at the palette. It's so beautiful. The reason that I'm so excited about this one is the shimmers. I love their shimmer formula. It's the smoothest, most opaque, most beautiful formula ever. Just my kind of shimmers, and they're not putty-like at all, which is great. And I love this how you've got the layout. So you've got a matte and a shimmer in similar colours or same colour to one another. So you've got like 6 eye looks right there if you just wanted to keep things monochromatic. But we're going to play with the yellow and the purple today. Probably both the mattes, both the shimmers in those colours. And yeah, really excited. I picked my palette up from Monolith. So if you're in the UK, that's a great place to buy Give Me Glow. And they used to take forever to ship from their own site. But I've just recently picked up another couple of palettes when they had the Mother's Day sale for last weekend with their 30% off. I got the Juicy Olive and the 2 Moods. And I ordered those last Sunday and they came today. And that's coming all the way from the States, so I think that's incredible. Their shipping is quite expensive, like it's $25, but when it ships that quickly, you can kind of forgive it, I think. So yeah, really excited for those as well. But today's video is just going to be this palette. I've also picked up a new eyeshadow primer. It was high time. I was running out of eyeshadow primer, and I just thought this one might be good because I saw Angelica Neatvish use this one, and it looked like it was white in her video. I'm not sure it is white, but I think it'll be a light enough base for these pastels. So I'm excited to try this as well. I love when a primer has like a precise tip like this. I think it does make life a lot easier. It's a pretty liquidy formula though, and that's probably way more than I needed as well. A little is going to go a very long way with this primer. It is pretty light though. I wouldn't call it white, but it's pretty light, which I like in a eyeshadow primer. I was excited to get this one after watching her video. It was a video when she was showing the Heather Austin and an Earthly Resurgence collection. I was excited to pick it up when I saw how white it is or how bright it is, but it's not going to drag on my eyes in the way that the NYX Jumbo pencil does. And I think it's going to make a really good base for these shadows. So how have you guys been doing? If you're in the UK, we've finally got some sunshine and it's just gorgeous out there. Just going to bring this primer right down because I'm going to be going a little bit crazy with this look today. I've got a plan. I don't always have a plan, but I've got a vision for today's look. But yeah, we went to do our food shopping this morning, and there's other shops there as well, and I said to my husband, can we just pop in Next, which is a clothes store in the UK if you don't know, and ended up buying like a play suit thing for my holiday, and also bought this t-shirt and a bright orange one as well, because my husband's like, everything you wear is black and grey, and he's right. So we could do with a little bit of sunshine in my wardrobe. Right, looking crazy, I'm aware, but hopefully this is all going to come together. Alright, so my vision for this look today is to have purple on the outer part of my crease here and yellow on the inner part, and use both of these shimmers because that one's got quite a yellow shift in that purple, so I think that could be super pretty. And I might also bring a little bit of this colour in just to blend out around the edges as well. So I'm going to start with this shade here called It's So Fluffy. I just love the shade names for Give Me Glow. They're incredible. All of them are always really funny. I'm going to use a Singe EO5 and I'm going to pack that pretty much everywhere in this inner corner. I don't think that's showing up quite as bright as it would have over the NYX pencil, but it's not showing up too badly. At the moment I'm just packing. I want to bring it onto the lower lash line as well. I really want to bring this close into my nose here as well, which is why I went so far in with the primer. And you'll see why I'm doing it like this once we come to the water activated liner part. Now we're going to go in the shade La La Land. I'm going to pack this in the outer corner of my crease here. That one's a lot more pigmented than the yellow. Primer is quite grippy, so that's a good thing. I like a primer that grips your shadows. I'm trying not to put the shadow onto my lids and cells because I want plenty of room for the shimmers, because that's what I love so much about Give Me Glow is their shimmers. So I'm gonna make sure I've got plenty of room for those. So we're only going in the outer part of my crease here, and I'm not really blending it, I'm just packing where I want it to go. I'm going to take the EO2 and just blend around the edges and just fluff these two shades together, but I don't want them to get too close to one another because they're not shades that will go together. But I think because they're so light in tone, we'll be fine here. It's going to take a bit more shadow on that brush. I'm going to use all my eye space pretty much today. I feel like these are blending really nicely for being pastels. Like, pastels are not known for their blendability really, because they're so white based, but I think that's blending really, really nicely. I just want to add a little bit of this matte here called Twinkle Twinkle, and I'm going to use the EO3, the big blending brush, because I just want a very light wash of that just around the edge in this outer corner, just a hint of it really. For the lower lash line I'm just going to run the purple just quite close. I'm using a very small pencil brush just to get the maximum opacity from the shade there. Just going to blend this yellow just slightly. I think I've gone a little bit crazy in this inner corner. For the lid shades, as I say, I'm going to use Lavender Sky out where the lilac is, and I'm going to use a Rise and Shine in the inner part where the yellow shade is. I'm not going to use glitter primer today because these shimmers are really reflective on their own and they don't really need it. And this primer is pretty grippy anyway, so I think we'll be fine. Rise and Shine looks such a beautiful colour. Yeah, that's super opaque. That's a beautiful colour. One of the reasons I wanted this palette was more so for the shimmers, because as I say, I love Give Me Glow's shimmer formula. You don't always get too many shimmers when you buy their palettes. You get a lot of mattes in comparison to shimmers, and it will give me some light options to go with some of the other palettes that I have. Next up I'm going to add a pop of neon with some Hydra liners from Suva Beauty. So we've got this one, Grape Soda, which I'm going to use as a wing in the outer corner. And then I've got this one, Dance Party, that we're going to use to do a bit of a graphic line on the inner part. Something along those lines. Just going to tidy it all up. Right, for the inner part, I'm just going to trace like my lid here. And just stop it where it gets to the purple. So that's everything for the eye look that I'm going to do on camera. I'm going to finish up the other eye, something in my waterline, mascara and a lip, and I'll be back to show you the completed look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look and I really love how it's turned out. This is my way of using pastels. Like, pastels wash me out really badly. I need some depth, and I just thought, why not combine pastels with neons together? That could be fun, right? And I think it has worked out really cool. So to finish it off, I did take that line, the graphic line here, and kind of extend it a little bit and flick it up. I think that looks so much better. In my waterline, I've gone in with Plum Smash from Colourpop. And then on my lips today, I've got Recuerdos if you say it like that, from Melt from their Amora Mariposas collection, because I love a dramatic eye with a dramatic lip. Again, not the fashionable thing to do, but it's what I love. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun creating this one. As I say, pastels are not my favourite shadows on their own, but as accents for other things, as blending out shades, or to use these beautiful shimmers on the lid. I mean, I think I could have got them a lot more opaque and shiny over a glitter primer, but it wasn't the look I was going for today. I really wanted the graphic liner to have its moment as well. So yeah, really enjoyed having a go at this, and I encourage you guys to do the same, you know, just have a little bit of a makeup playtime, because that's when I've discovered some of my best techniques for doing things, is just by having a go and seeing if it'll work. And yeah, I really love how this has turned out. So as I say, I have picked up some more things from Give Me Glow, and I want to do some more videos combining the products together. I've had the Bad Witch Club for some time, and I think the colours in that, but combined with some of the colours in this one, would really make for a beautiful look as well. So it'd give me that depth that I'm looking for in the outer corner, but we could still use some of the light shimmers on the lid, because that one's a little bit lacking in shimmers. So yeah, and as I say, I've bought the 2 Moods as well, and I've bought the Juicy Olives. So as soon as I get a chance, there'll be videos coming up with those as well, because I'm so excited to play with them. And I don't want my channel to all be about all the new releases either. Like, you guys have probably got some of these things in your stash already, and it would be great for you to get some inspiration of what to do with them. And I'm just super excited to pick them up, because they're things that have been on my wish list for the longest time. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's given you a little bit of inspiration of what you could do if maybe you're like me and pastels aren't your natural home for makeup. Maybe it's given you an idea of how you can incorporate them. If you're new to my channel, hope you might consider subscribing before you go. But other than that, guys, hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.